This is a hand mudra sequence for protection. And I know the light is here, and maybe I can turn. No, I need to turn the other. No, turn. I don't think turning will really help. So I'll just stand like this. Anyway, you're going to need to see more of my hands. And this is intended to be kind of a group sit. I know that there will be people joining in from Oklahoma, people joining in from Florida, and there is a giant, massive hurricane that's headed towards Florida. And the thing is we're looking for a state of inward contentment, inward stability. And sure, there's all kinds of magical as within, so without, and the analogies of the storm that's happening outside of us, and it's a reflection of the storm that's within us, and that's all great. I'm not claiming to have like power over the weather, and maybe somebody does, so that's cool. But what's really more important is what state of mind I'm bringing to a problem, because the problem is not the problem. The problem is how you're thinking about the problem. And that's not to say that we can think of like a hurricane as a solution, although it is in some sense. Ecosystems require that. But it's more of, there are a lot of little things that need to take place. This is just an example situation in just life. And the state of mind that we bring to those situations is paramount to, are we finding a solution, or are we focusing on a problem? And it's better to focus on the absence of a problem, the antithesis. We invest so much energy into problems that recognize that by virtue of the fact that we're recognizing a problem, we're also recognizing a solution. If there's something to be anxious about, that means we know that there is an opposite, that there's something to not be anxious about. And we know what that's like because we're acknowledging that we're anxious or angry or upset or scared or any of these things. And so it can be a very powerful meditation to simply contemplate the absence of what it is that we don't like. Okay, but there are also definitely things in this universe that are outside of our control. And weather is one. All kinds of natural phenomenon, and even things that are going on within us, which is like a natural phenomenon, like menstrual cycles, or just hormones, all those sorts of things. It's really for you to decide. So part of what we're about to do, some hand mudras, will be, they come from, I'll just go ahead and mention, they come from this book, which I highly recommend, but I greatly changed the dialogue. I get the mudra ideas, the shape, which are little gestures that, think of it as like plugging in your something to a socket. And so it fits. You're fitting your hands or arms or whatever into a shape that your body becomes like a tuning fork. You're shaping your body into a tuning fork. And then, so even if it's, let's say we do Gupta mudra and it's the mudra of certainty. And so even if if that's not the frequency, you're not creating the tuning fork of certainty, what you're doing is you're becoming a pure integrated being. You're contemplating all of the physical body, and you're utilizing everything that you have at your disposal, your nervous system, your mind, your breath, to embody a symbol. And then symbols don't have meaning on their own. Read some other language. If you read it, that has meaning to them, but not to us. So meaning is what you give it. So you create a symbol with your body, and then I'll help you, I'll guide you, I'll feed you some words. You can always choose your own, but you're here because I'm just kind of going to throw some words at you that will help you imbue the symbol with meaning. And then in that meaning, you can find clarity. The Ekam Tattva is a principle from the Yoga Sutras that you focus on a single thing, a single principle, and all else dissipates away. You can contrast instability to the stability of the single principle. And in this case, in our meditation practice, the single principle will be the intention of whatever the symbol is. So Gupta mudra will be certainty. As you contemplate and tune to certainty, realizations happen. And especially in the midst of a problem or panic, it will help clear away that nonsense, which, it's totally justifiable, but it's literally, in the most literal definition, it's nonsensical. and that won't solve the problem. We need to eradicate those random and undisciplined fluctuations of our emotions to really focus in on intellect, especially in crises. So here we go, without further ado. And I will name them, but it's not a super big deal. I go a lot deeper into the theory of mudras on my website, where I also have the sequence called the protection sequence, so you can check that out. But this is an offering, and hopefully everybody share this. People can join in, and the hurricane doesn't make landfall for a few days, so everybody putting in this joint effort will at the very least create inner harmony that can be used and utilized better for constructive purposes and in life. So sit comfortably. I'm leaning against something. Relax, breathe, drop your tongue, and find a straight spine for the next few moments. Good. Make soft fists and touch your third finger, your ring fingers, with the tips of your thumbs softly. And cross your left arm under your right so that your palms touch right under your collarbones. Have really soft shoulders, arms hang low. Gently tuck your chin and contemplate how you feel in this mudra. This is Svasti Mudra, a shield of protection against the forces of nature and the powers that are outside of our control. An acknowledgement, an acceptance, an awe, an inspiration, and a reverence to revere the powers of nature and give them the due respect that's needed for harmonious coexistence. Take the next several moments to soften into this gesture and contemplate the meaning of protection of the forces of nature to you, your personal meaning. Good. Create distance between your cheekbones and your first rib. And breathe a union with nature. Breathe nature into your upper chest and feel a blend of you with nature. Protection from nature. Soften your face. Drop the flesh of your cheeks. Find the base of your spine and soften your fists. Bring the awareness, centralize your awareness right above your soft palate as you contemplate protection from nature. Relax the arms onto the knees, palm face up. Take a moment to notice how your energy changes as you release Svasti Mudra. Bring your arms up, cross the right arm under the left, turn the palms face out, open the palms wide. Vaikara Mudra, aura of protection against all negative energies, news, media, panic, negativity, negative communication. Just a safe abode in the center of your heart. Outpouring of golden, radiant aura, deflecting and destroying all negative vibrations. Breathe comfort, ease, poise, gratitude, safety, security, love for yourself, and a nurturing care for your being that only you can provide to yourself. Protection from all negative energy. The gesture of positivity. Soften the forehead. Drop the corners of the eyes. Gently tuck in the bottom corner of your shoulder blades. Breathe over the tongue into the upper chest. And feel your golden aura of protection blossom and expand with each deep inhale as you deflect and destroy all negative thought. Cleanse your system with a pure white light from head to tail, with the sound of Om internally humming. Good. Release the mudra, hands palm face up on the knees, relax and notice how your energy changes as you release this mudra. There are many more mudra, but we will keep this short to everybody's busy, and I will conclude this with one final mudra, and those who need to go, you go. We can have a Q&A, but this is, I remind you, very powerful that we're sitting together. It's the communal effort of our mind and becoming a really clear vessel for your intention to just pour forward. So take your hands and interlace the right fingers on top with the fingertips face back toward you. Close the hands, heels of the hands together with the right thumb on top, and gently touch the wrists to your belly just below your navel. Drop the shoulders and let the elbows drop to the side. Flatten the tongue and descend the tongue down the throat. Gupta mudra, the gesture of certainty. Eradicate all doubt. Here's the key. Here's the key to doubt. The key is to doubt your doubts. You doubt your doubts with absolute certainty. And you imbue this gesture with certainty as you soften the diaphragm, relax your belly, create ease and poise in your system. Allow your nervous system to align very purely. Relax. Drop the corners of your jaws. Gently tuck the tip of your chin toward the center of your throat and create distance from the front of your cheekbones to your first rib. Breathe and contemplate what certainty, freedom from doubt means to you. You could close your eyes maybe, and for the next 60 seconds join in with all the viewers around the world and pour into the communal mind, the community mind. Thirty more seconds of certainty. release the mudra, rest the back of your hands onto your knees, palm face up. Take some normal breaths. Return to your body, to your normal mind. It's good to relax after mudras. Mudras are intense and they really heighten your perceptiveness of your nervous system, your ability to intake information. So it also calms you. I'm sure if you check in now with how you felt at the beginning of class, you're probably more calm and yet at the same time aware. So very key distinction there. So I'll open it up now. If you have any questions, go ahead and type or comments, and feel free, definitely share this. And I hope this can help bring you a little ease, especially as the hurricane comes and it's, you do what you can. It's not worth avoiding the topic, but it's also not worth feeding into it. You do what you must, and you'll be safe. Let's see if there was any comments here. No? Oh, good. Okay, so that's the end. And again, if you're interested in the full sequence, we didn't cover all of it because it's long. Go to ninthone.com. I'll make a comment here about it, and that's available there. And I hope to see you again next time. Namaste.